A total of 15 people have been killed in 4 separate accidents in Northwest this weekend alone. Officials have blamed this on driver behaviour, urging motorists to drive with due care. Newzroom Afrika's Refiloe Seboko joins me now live from the active scene of an accident involving at least 2 cars in Zeerust. Refiloe, although no fatalities have been reported where you are now, 15 other people weren't so lucky in similar circumstances this weekend.
Of course, Hugo, no fatalities have been reported, in particular with the accident scene that we are in now here in Zeerust. We understand that it happened around 9 o'clock this morning, but officials have been here since we also arrived here. They have cleared the scene now. We saw some family members that are coming. There were 2 cars that were involved in an accident, and including the one that is just right behind us. The other one, the tow truck, has just came in to take it. But this speaks to the concern that is also being raised by community members who are saying that they are concerned about the accidents that are happening in their areas. That total of 15, it follows, you remember that initially it was about 12 people that had died, but now it's 15, and in the 3 that is being added to that number is following the accident that, according to the statement released by the Department of Community Safety and Transport in the Northwest Province, to say that is 3 people that died in an accident that happened in Mokharing village in Taung. We also understand that about 8 people have sustained serious injuries. We understand that that accident, it happened as 23 people were going to a funeral when their car or a vehicle overturned on Friday morning. But let's just speak to one of the residents just to get a sense of the accidents that have been happening. We saw the one that happened in Lungana, or rather in the N4, that claimed 4 lives.
We have a lot of accidents in our area, and I think the biggest problem of that is the people didn't have respect for the rules of the road and also for the speed that they are driving with. That's a big problem for us. On the road from Zeerust to Ottershoop, me and my son were already helping a lot of people. And always we are on standby to help the people. But this is a big problem, the rules of the road, that the people didn't respect it.
And if we had the rules of the people, driver behavior, officials continue to talk about it, even with these latest accidents, urging people and motorists to follow their rules. Why do you think that people continue to not, adhere to rules?
I think most of the people are not really educated for the things they are doing. They didn't know the stripes, what is it for. They overtake some double lines on hills and all that things. I think that is the big problem. They didn't respect each other. They overtake just like they want, and they have no comment about what is happening. I don't know if they don't care about their lives or what, but that is a big problem.
Thank you so much for your time, Johan. One of the residents here, Hugo, also adding to the issue of driver behavior, he says that he's very concerned. It's a big problem that despite the call that continues to be made for people to be cautious on the roads, there seems to be accidents that driver behavior gets to be blamed for, such accidents that even claim people's lives. But we have already received a statement from the Department of Community Safety and Transport urging people to be safe on the roads, but also wishing speedy recovery to those that have sustained minor injuries and have been admitted to different hospitals to be attended for treatment.
Now, you've obviously heard from the provincial government, and they've released a statement on the concerning occurrences. What have they said, Refiloe?
They are concerned, Hugo, of course, to say that driver behavior really remains to be one of the concerns as to why we will be experiencing such accidents. They are talking about also issue of when you can feel that you are not in a good state to drive, maybe because of you are tired, take a rest so that you can be able to be in a better position where you can be able to drive. But also they were talking about issues of drinking and driving. drinking, people that consume alcohol and therefore get to be behind the wheel and drive. That also remains one of the concerns that they have, and urging people not to drink and drive. But also the roadworthiness before taking trips, urging that inspection of vehicles is important for every motorist to do before they take different trips, so that issues of accidents that claims people's lives can be avoided at all costs. But at this moment in time, we understand that a total of 15 people have lost their lives, unfortunately, due to road accidents, some that have been injured and also recovering. But also for some families, we tried to and engage with the families on how they are coping in this moment in time. But understandably so, Hugo, they are not in a position to speak to us. But it is the situation here. Reaction from other people, they're really shocked. You remember that happened on Friday in the N4 that involved two vehicles that even caught fire. One of the vehicles there, it was a scholar transport. We understand that learners from Zeerust Combined School were part of that accident that accident that happened on Friday on the N4 where 4 people died. It's a worrisome issue of accidents that residents are continuing to react to with different emotions. But we'll keep you updated on the latest from us this side, together with our viewers.
That's our reporter Refiloe Seboko coming to us from the northwest, narrating those accident details, as 15 people have lost their lives in the last few days.